We flash back to him and his friends when they first arrived at the guild 6 years ago to register. B is scared and says to them, "Let's just leave." They reply, "Weren't you the one who told us we need to defeat all the hunters?" The red-haired boy tells him, "Why are you making it bigger than it is?" He goes and slams the door, saying to everyone present, "Who here can challenge me? My name is Luke Sequel, the strongest swordsman in the world." The second girl steps forward and says, "How dare you introduce yourself first? My name is Liz Smart, the greatest thief in the world." Cree, in fear, thinks, "Why are they like this? They are here to register as treasure hunters. They should be proud of such a thing." Cree is terrified. Look, the man is taken aback. He then talks to the employee, asking, "Is it normal for them to be crazy like this?" She replies, "We do this all the time," handing him a form to fill out, asking for their guild's name and emblem. Cree thinks about the name. The employee explains that the name and emblem represent the guild and its members' traits, so he needs to think carefully. Cree comes up with an idea. "You want me to be the leader? Then I'll choose a name no one will believe is powerful." He chooses the Sad Souls. As for the emblem, he draws something like a skull. The kids are discouraged, saying, "Master, shouldn't we calculate from the heroes? People will think we're united." Cree and Tar laugh and say, "You don't like the name, huh? Looks like I failed as your leader. Then I have no choice but to leave the guild and support you from afar." Before he can finish, the kids change their minds and say, "Believe it or not, the name is creative. No one has done this before. The name doesn't matter, as long as we carry out our mission. We all agree with you as our leader." And so, the Sad Souls Guild was born, which would later become the strongest guild in the capital. Back to the present. Dare says, "I couldn't believe it, but is it true? You really are a side healer." Both of the others are shocked. Tar says, "I think now you understand how great our leader was." Side healer was a title given after becoming the head of the Step Clan. He achieved great feats, was recognized by the guild, and treated like a celebrity. This was the highest praise any hunter could receive. Dare becomes furious, saying, "Are you telling me you're the Thousand Tricks, the strongest hunter in the capital? You don't even look like it, not even training." Tar tells him, "You can't comprehend his power. You don't even have a future." Cree tries to calm her, but she insists she doesn't want to be in the same team with him. People who talk too much are the worst kind of hunters. Cree thinks to himself, "Damn them, the ones who surpassed me, the strongest hunter in the capital? I didn't think I'd be part of this." He moves on to the main topic. "Do you understand the mission details? Do you agree?" Gare can't accept it, saying, "Why should I listen to you, anyway?" Cree tries to calm him, but the boy isn't convinced. "How can this person be the leader of the strongest guild in the capital? I could never accept that." They keep arguing. Cree interrupts, saying, "Fine, then we'll leave you behind, Gare. I suppose you don't mind, right, Tar? And the mission is in the White Wolf's Den. You wanted to go there anyway, Rhoda. Since you don't want to come, we'll respect your choice. If you need help, Tar, you can take anyone else from the clan." "Prepare yourselves," Cree says. Tina says, "I'm just an insect compared to the leader, but I'll never lose to you." She throws her weapons, saying, "I'll ease my attacks so I don't kill you." Rhoda and Jer are shocked. Cry analyzes, thinking both are level 4 hunters. But unlike Fatin, Tina reached her level alone, probably making her stronger. She also has extensive experience fighting humans. Her only problem is the sword he has, the Relic Sword of Torment, which if used well, can turn the tides. But Gare foolishly throws it and says, "I'll fight you without weapons. I don't need one to beat a girl." Now it's purely about individual abilities. Tenna heats up, saying, "If I hit you, Azam will treat me to ice cream." She rushes at him at high speed. The boy dodges the attack, but a circular kick sticks him to the wall. He rises again, saying, "I haven't lost yet," and attacks, but she grabs his arm and binds him. She tells him, "You noticed, I was holding back until now. From now on, never challenge the leader again. Anything he says, you will obey silently." Ger and Rhoda are shocked. Ger gets angry, trying to act, but Tenna loses consciousness. She says, "What do you think of the leader now?" Ger lies on the ground, recalling his childhood, when he could lift a sword and defeat older hunters. He grew up, came to the capital, joined a guild, and helped clear treasure vaults. He was proud of his progress, thinking no one could beat him, until reality hit. Back to the present, Tenna tells him, "If you still want to continue, you better use your sword." But he refuses, determined not to compromise his pride. She says, "You're foolish. What's the point of pride if you die here?" and leaves. Ger realizes she is right. If this were a real battle, he'd be dead already. He finally understands his weakness. Cry and Tar tell him, "You left Hespec because you were stronger than the rest, right?" Der is shocked. "How did you know?" They say, "Because the same happened to us. Even Hespec, supposedly the strongest guild in the capital, was weaker than him." That's side healer, level 8. Cry then uses his power on the sword, releasing all its potential. He tells Ger, "Your sword is nice, try to use it well." Der replies, "How? I still can't control it to this degree. I haven't even held the hilt properly. Am I really this weak?" Cry wins the challenge. He returns to his office and studies the mission. We learn that in this world, mana is the essential substance from which everything is made, though everywhere it cannot be seen with a naked eye. Treasure vaults are massive mana accumulations connected with energy lines, creating alternate worlds, the treasure vaults. The White Wall was originally home to a specific type of walls called the lunar walls, which went extinct due to harsh conditions. Later, the White Wolf treasure vault appeared in the same location, and a blood-stained wolf spirit was rumored to live inside. Cry thinks, "Thank God I didn't go with them." Third-level treasure vaults resulting from vengeful desires are always terrifying. His assistant tells him, "Aren't you sending them to such a place and staying here?" He says, "It's just a third-level vault. There are 4 of them, and Tenna is smart enough to handle any situation." He thanks her for the information. The boy, Hafian, is shocked when he guesses why Ger left his guild. She says, "No problem. I heard you started a secret training in the practice area." He says, "It was easy, the type I could control. Even Ger could use it without knowing about the restrictions. Honestly, there's nothing better than relic tools. I could even perform miracles with them." She asks, "Do you think you'll agree to sell to me? Haven't you noticed your expenses are high? You already have many relic tools." He replies, "No." During the conversation, he recalls sending his relic tools through a guild member. Suddenly, a huge red wolf appears on the northern road, destroying an entire caravan despite being guarded by 3 level 3 hunters. This means the beast is strong. The guild is sending a team to deal with it. The wolf's den isn't far from the White Wolf vault, so he suspects it came from there. Cry and Tao worry, could it be a coincidence? The second girl adds, "Recently, monster numbers have increased, and the vaults are now full of monsters." Cry thinks, these are just predictions. The White Wolf's den has nothing to do with it. Ger has some experience, so he will manage. On the other hand, reports say monsters in the White Wolf's den have grown so strong that the vault's level may be raised to 6. Cry thinks, no one told me this information before. He examines the mission details again, realizing the hunters to rescue are level 5. He remembers something important he must do immediately. He leaves, running, thinking to himself, as long as Ger has the relic sword, he can handle it. But I remember when he used the sword for show, he couldn't really control it. And now, Tenna is close to the vault. They sense a strange aura even before entry. Cree explains, "That's why I wrote my will. Since the leader gave me the mission, it won't be easy." Rhoda says, "So Cree knew what was happening in the den, and that's why he sent us here?" She replies, "Of course. Even the team formation isn't random. Each person has a purpose, all part of his plan." Gear is astonished, thinking, "We just met yesterday, and he already knew everything." She says, "The leader never makes mistakes. He knows all the hunters in the capital and all the treasure vaults. Even if it's your first encounter, it's easy for him to predict your actions and thoughts." Even Gear guesses why he left his guild. He realizes Cree planned the incident to take over the mission. He reassures them everything is according to the leader's plan. Cree cries, unsure what to do, thinking, Tenna will never give up, even if things get dangerous. There's only one solution. If I hurry, I might reach them before they enter the vault and tell them it was a mistake. Then I can let Ark or someone else handle the mission. He grabs a book. A door opens, revealing his relic storage. Suddenly, a huge red dwarf appears, armed and massive. Cree is still collecting quick-use relic tools, taking almost the entire store. Eva sees him and asks, "Where are you going with all that?" He replies, "Just going for a walk." She notices his necklace and says, "Isn't that forbidden by imperial law?" He laughs, "Of course, I never carry anything illegal." He opens the window, wearing his cloak, thinking, "I wish I could take someone with me, but the tool only works on one person." The tool activates, and he flies into the sky like a rocket. Eva recognizes him instantly. There's no safety mechanism, no brakes, and no directional control. God help him, she thinks. Will he reach them in time? And if he does, will he survive? The battle has only just begun. The White Dwarf's den hides secrets, dangers, and powers beyond imagination. Will Cree and his friends survive what's coming? Subscribe now and hit the bell because the next chapter will blow your mind. Comment below. Who do you think will come out on top? Cree, Tenna, or Gur? Your guess might be closer than you think.